That means that we're ever in a position where Russia does drop a small nuclear weapon to make a point, we could retaliate with one of these low-yield weapons to avoid suicide or surrender. Then Russia would do the same. And then we'd do it again. And then that submarine would be out of missiles and we'd be back to where we started.
The affirmative team has come up here with an issue that we supposedly have too many nuclear weapons, but Russia has more, and that's why we should be decreasing our nuclear weapons. Ultimately, their policy, yes, has activity, but they're not going to be achieving anything better for the United States' national interests.
Okay, where are bombers located?
We have bombers on bases all over the United States.
Okay, so we would have to fly a bomber out from the United States to respond to attack from, say, North Korea, Pakistan, Russia, or Iran.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
We have to limit privacy in some way, but in order to limit privacy, we need to limit it by truth seeking. That's what the United States does, that's what the rest of the world does, and that's how we achieve justice.
Just because the action of a search warrant lets an officer search doesn't mean the necessity to get that warrant doesn't protect privacy. That's the reason why they made the Fourth Amendment. They knew the government would search. Every government searches. Why we have the Fourth Amendment is to protect privacy and to protect Americans' rights. So it's the right to protection of one's individual information.
Okay, and where does that stop? Where does my right to individual protection stop?
And it's only when that government actually protects individual rights that we can actually see society prosper.
You can have bad laws, and so the rule of law should not be the standard. The standard should be human flourishing.
I sat there, tears in my eyes, amazed that this little kid had seen right through me.
Thirdly, we must persevere and keep fighting the good fight. Keep on keeping on. And finally, and most importantly, we must never, under any circumstance, give up.
Venezuela proves that socialism is an utter failure, just like every single other country that has tried socialism.
We understand that when you take a fish out of the water with a hook in its mouth and rip it through its jaw, and then take a knife and stick it in its navel opening and cut up to its neck and scrape its insides out, that fish feels that!
I'm breaking down the door.
Roy, she'll come out, just talk nicely to her.
We had nice talking. Now we have door breaking.
But what I want to do in discussing the old classic song Mercedes-Benz by Janis Joplin is show you that instead of shifting the blame on others, we can take responsibility for ourselves. She tried to please the people that didn't matter. But this isn't just a hypothetical example, it happens in the Christian Bible as well. The example of a man named Solomon.
Is are you going to put your faith into a Jesus that was divine? Or are you going to put your faith into a Jesus that just said a bunch of good things and maybe directed you on the right path?